Welcome to our 16th annual Charlie Riley Community Service Scholarship Award Ceremony. Thank you all for coming and being a part of this special evening. As you can see, many things remain different as we have to follow our health department requirements that are given to us. Tonight we are here to honor 19 of our finest community servants to assist them with their future educational financial needs. We want to thank all of the high school and fire departments that participate in the program. Congratulations to all of our nominees, as you have already demonstrated your community service and leadership roles as doers of the word. Pastor McLaughlin, please come forward for the invocation. A few housekeeping rules while he's here. You can see our exit signs there and there. The restrooms are at the second door on the right as you go out into the foyer. And during the program, there will be plenty of opportunity for you family members to take pictures if you would like. So we'll let you know when that comes.
Well, it's very good to be here. Very good to be here. Now, you know, when you let a preacher stand in front of a microphone, you're in big trouble, right? Yeah. I promised really, really short. Yeah. So, hey, I'm a preacher, so the brother of Jesus, a guy named James, said, faith without works is dead. It's no faith at all. And then he said, so he watched his brother all the time and saw the works of love that he did, and that's what you all are doing. You're doing works of love, and we're here to honor you tonight. We're here to give thanks for you. We're here to pray for you, to encourage you. James went on to say, I will show you my faith by my works. People can say anything they want, but it's by what people do with their lives. It's if people put in action the faith that's in their hearts to bless people, to love people, to do good in this world. So we're very thankful for y'all. We're very thankful for this foundation to encourage, to support, to honor those of you who have put your faith, the faith of your heart, into action. So let's pray together. Lord God, we give you thanks this night for each one of these young persons who we are here to honor tonight. We thank you for the ways that they have served this community, for the ways that they have shown goodness and love and kindness and compassion, for the ways that they have worked to bless us all. And we ask, Lord, that you would be with each one of them, Lord, in the days ahead, in their schooling, in all that they do. Lord, we thank you, and we pray for our community. We pray for this county. We pray for this nation. We ask, Lord, that you would stir up such a determination to do good, to do the works of love, to be a light shining in this world, to be persons of great compassion and kindness and love. We thank you for the Charlie Riley Foundation, for the work that they have done to encourage, to bless, and we ask that you would continue to bless this foundation in the days and years ahead. We thank you for this opportunity now to be around these tables, and we ask, Lord, your blessing on each one of us. And we pray all these things in your precious name. Amen. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor, for those words. Very nice. First of all, we hope everyone enjoyed the ice cream, sundae bar, and cakes that were all prepared by the Ladies Auxiliary. Now, please, all of our high school nominees, and along with the school administrators, please stand. Thank you very much for supporting our program. Again, you sent a great list of nominees. Fantastic. Now, all of our fire department folks, please stand for recognition. We certainly want to thank the fire departments that participate, and thanks to the individual companies for being a partner with us at the Raleigh Foundation. They support us throughout the year. Something that was very important to Charlie was the perception of how the public viewed our fire service. We have always been held at the highest level. However, the COVID pandemic has challenged all of us. Unfortunately, we are seeing rallies, protests, or some other means against our high school boards, our elected officials, and our police agencies. Even some of our fire service leadership are defying mandates. Now, I can tell you very directly that Charlie would be very upset with our fire service leadership. In fact, he would talk to you, and he would take that finger, and he would point it right in your chest until it started to hurt. Because I'm an example of that. And he would voice his displeasure with your statements being made. So he would not like such behavior. Thanks to all of our elected officials who join with us each year to recognize the good work of our nominees. Thank you to our honorary board members for all that they do to support the foundation. We'll be hearing more from them later on in the program. And a very special thanks to our sponsors who make this evening possible. Now, we will go into the showing of the video on the lifetime accomplishments of Charlie Riley. And yes, it's the same video we have shown 15 times before. Okay? But our new nominees have not seen this. So we're going to show it to them. And please, you folks that have seen it 15 times, enjoy it again. When the video concludes, our MC, Richard Brooks, will be at the podium. And as always, we thank Richard every year for doing such a fantastic job as our MC.
400 to headquarters.
Headquarters 400.
400 to headquarters. Monitor 4051. Chief Charles W. Riley. 10-8. Entering last call to duty.
10-4, 400. 12:05 p.m. KQE 273.
400 to headquarters. 10-7 station.
400, 10-7 station. 12:05 p.m. KQE 273. Harford County Central Alarm, honoring Chief Charles W. Riley for 50 years of service to the citizens of Abington and Harford County and the state of Maryland. May you rest in peace.
As I said, I'm one of Charlie's boys. Now, Charlie had two sons, Bruce and Chip. But he had many, many of us, boys and girls. And make no mistake about it, he was very possessive, and we were his. Now, I earned my way into that elite group with Chip when Chip and I were part of the creating body of a fire department honor guard. And Charlie was especially proud of that. When we would come marching down the street, wherever that may be, I can guarantee you he was at attention saluting the flags that we were carrying. That is an honor that will be with me for the rest of my life. And it's what brings me here every year. Now, I have to tell you, and you saw a picture, Chip used to have a lot of hair. And it was brown. And I had hair as well, all right? Let me assure you of that. It was not like the snow on the roof that he's got these days, and he didn't have the solar panel. I'm emphasizing the fact that we have been friends for over 40 years, and it was in 1980 and 81 when we started that honor guard. And that to me is a lifetime, and it's wonderful. I'll take great pleasure in introducing our guests here today. In no particular order as we go down the list. First of all, we have Ms. Kathy Amos from Gosnell Insurance. Kathy, hi, how are you? Please hold your applause. Thank you. You all are doing really well. Mr. Curtis Beulah, County Counsel. Nice to see you, sir. We got the wave high a minute ago. Mr. Bill Boniface, right, an honorary member of the board and the Harford County Administrative Officer. Mr. Brian Donnelly, Director of the Foundation. Mr. and Mrs. Bill Dusa, members of the Foundation. Executive Director of the Harford County or Harford Community College Foundation, Ms. Denise Dreger. I met her a few minutes ago, thank you. Mr. Rusty Iyer, President of the Harford County Fire and EMS Association. Chief. Jordan Glassman, representing Senator Jason Gallion this evening. Jordan, thank you. Ms. Samantha Harris of the Foundation. Sam. Sam's had a busy week. We've been together twice now, right? Okay. We got a couple more to go, just so you know. Miss Carla Harward is a guest of the foundation. Miss Carla, thank you. Shirley and Don Kern of the foundation as well. Mr. Howard McComas, an honorary member of the board. Howard, all the way in the back, thank you. Mr. and Mrs. Steve Mettinger, honorary members of the board. Nice to have you. Mr. Don Morrison, a guest of the board. And if anybody doesn't know Don, we'll get him up here to talk for a while. Okay, no, I saw that. Reverend Nancy Randers Pearson, member of the foundation. Reverend, she'll be giving our benediction. Mr. Larry Richardson, an honorary member of the board. I have to tell a story with Mr. John Valentini. Where's Johnny? This is the last time you'll see him sit down, right? Because for the rest of the night, my dear friends, what's not going on up here, not entertaining you enough, it will be Johnny taking pictures at all the tables. That is the best part of the entertainment value for the evening. Mr. Gene Worthington, of course, a member of the board. And our Harford County Executive, the Honorable Barry Glassman, is with us. Thank you for being here. Mr. Tom Knapp is here for Senator Bob Casserly. And Mr. Mike O'Brien, the Executive Director of Middle and High School Performance for Harford County Public Schools. Nice to have you here, sir. Thank you. All right, I need to bring Chip. I guess you're going to do the awards at this point. So let me ask you to please come forward and accomplish that goal. Pardon me? Bruce is first. Sorry about that.
Yes, I'm following the agenda, Mr. Worthington. I am following the agenda. Yes, we are flexible also. So what a joy it is to be standing before you and seeing all of you gathered again here. 2 years ago, we gathered the second Wednesday of each November. 2 years ago, we gathered here. Little did we know what would transpire over the next 2 years. Last year, we had to postpone our November gathering, but we did hold a gathering in April, and we joined, many folks had joined us during that time, so we're very thankful for that. And what a joy it is tonight. We are close to about 200 people here this evening, so we thank you from the bottom of our hearts that you joined us in celebrating these 19 community servants with us this evening. Each year, in our program, there's two lists. There's a list of folks who have received the Service Award, and there's a list of folks who have received the Support Award. And it's my pleasure each year to give out the Support Award to an individual or an organization or a group who has supported the foundation time and time again throughout our 16 years. And the person we are recognizing this evening has not joined us, but I will make sure that I will contact him immediately after this evening's event and give him a little poke here and there, prodding, and my wife will do the same because our Support Award winner this year is my wife's brother-in-law, Davis Walker, as a representative of Edgemere Terminals for years, as a supporter of the Banquet, and he even develops relationships with some of the nominees and stays in contact with them for years and years following the awards banquet. So please join me in a round of applause for Davis Walker, our Support Award. Now, Chip.
All right, thank you, Bruiser. I want to welcome everybody that came out tonight, and it's so great to see so many smiling faces. And I'm going to say something again like the video. Everybody that's been here before has heard me say this, but because we have so many new people and what's going on in the world today, all the chaos, just look around this room, everybody, and you'll see what's right with the world today. It really is. And we give all the glory to God and my Lord and Savior Jesus. And I'm going to give out the Jerry Anderson Senior Service Award. And Jerry Anderson, just to let you know, the award was a good friend of my father's, president of Abingdon for many years when Dad was president of the Maryland State Firemen's Association. And he's like a family member. And he was our first treasurer. And he has since left us, and we decided to name this award after him because he was such a servant to this foundation. So this year, the Jerry Anderson Service Award each year goes to an individual, organization, or company that has ultimately served the foundation through the years. This year's recipient has been a fixture in Harford County for many, many years, and they have been a major part and contributed to our foundation from the beginning. They really, truly have. They have featured us in several times on the magazine shows, aired our promo video throughout the years, and they have aired our banquets for the last 8 years, I believe. They love to promote the Charlie Riley Community Service Scholarship Foundation. And this year's, it gives me such great feeling to give this year's award winner and pleasure to Harford TV as our service award recipient. And Dennis, I guess you need to come up and get this in recognition, our camera guy. And if you don't know, Harford Cable Network is now Harford TV. So, Dennis, we tried to get Kelly here. All right, thank you. Richard.
Thank you, Chip. All right, fellas, just remember, Gene did a lot of work putting this program together. If we turn to the right page, it's all here. All right, so we'll follow it. We'll do well. Next, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to introduce to the program one of our directors, Mr. Brian Donnelly.
Thank you, Richard. You know, when a young person makes the ultimate sacrifice for their country in war, it's the most extraordinary gift a human being can give, to offer one's life for the life of another. The measure of such sacrifice can never be taken. It cannot be matched by anything else one human being can do for one another. The sacrifice of one's life is eternal. It lasts forever. And to paraphrase Thomas Paine, those who expect to reap the blessings of freedom must undergo the fatigue of supporting it. Many of you here today have borne that burden and experienced the fatigue of waging war in order to bring about peace. If you are a vet, please share your story with others. Let everyone know what you've done so that they can see the many faces of the military services and appreciate the personnel and service of their neighbors. If you are not a vet, find someone in your life that is and ask them about their service, or simply say thank you. To those of you who are vets, we would like to extend our appreciation to you for your service and your sacrifice. Thank you. Hello, and thank you for attending tonight's celebration of our students for their Community Service Awards and fire service members. Charlie Riley Community Service Scholarship Foundation was started, as you know, over 16 years ago with the idea to recognize those who have similar values that Charlie had. We have adopted the motto of doers of the word. a character trait that was exemplified by Charlie Riley. Let me do as I do every year, trying to explain what it means to be a doer of the word. From the Bible, the book of James, chapter 2, verses 14 through 18. What good is it, my brothers, if a man claims to have faith but has no deeds? Can such faith save him? Suppose a brother or sister is without clothes or daily food. If one of you says to him, "Go, I wish you well," keep warm and well fed, but does nothing about his physical needs, what good is it? In the same way, faith by itself, if not accompanied by action, is dead. But someone will say, "You have faith and I have deeds. Show me your faith without deeds, and I will show you my faith by what I do." We started the foundation with that motto, and it's been the basis of our service since. This foundation has continued to grow over the past 16 years and is now a substantial contributor to higher education for the young people who serve the needs of others in Harford County. And our ability to recognize these young people with these scholarships that we give out tonight would not be possible without the donations that we receive and the fundraising activities that we hold at different events during the year. In May, we hold our annual golf tournament at Geneva Farms. This past May, we had a great event. Because of COVID, the numbers were down. We had to keep it at under 100 golfers. But again, we raised $18,000 at that event. One of our great fundraisers is a handbag bingo held right here at Level. That bingo was held here on October the 15th, thanks to Samantha, for putting that on because most of the board members were off attending a wedding. Samantha, thank you very much. You did a wonderful job. We had about 150 people here, mostly women and a few men. We raised about $7,000. This year, we were unable to hold our annual 5K that was typically run usually on Father's Day or thereabouts, but we believe that we should be able to hold that this year in 2022. So we'll keep you posted. We as a foundation are a 501c3 nonprofit. That means that 100% of our donations are tax deductible and they all go to the foundation and the results that you're going to see this evening. And during the course of the year, we do receive some private donations. I would like to take some time and recognize the table sponsors for tonight's event. So we have Aberdeen High School, Abingdon Fire Company, Bel Air High School, Bel Air Volunteer Fire Company, C. Milton Wright High School, Falston High School, Falston Volunteer Fire and Ambulance, Gosnell Insurance, Valerie and David Graham, Harford Christian School, Harford Technical High School, Havre de Grace High School, Jarrettsville Volunteer Fire Department, Joppatown High School, Shirley and Don Kern, Judy and Howard McComas, the McComas Funeral Home, Tony Mioli, Norrisville Volunteer Fire Company, North Harford High School, Patterson Mill High School, Charlotte and Don Ricketts, Susquehanna Hose Company, and Kelly and Dave Walker. Thank you. Without the generosity of these folks, tonight's event would not be possible. And for that, again, we say thank you and God bless you. We would like to thank those that are on our honorary board. Our board members in attendance tonight are the honorary County Executive Barry Glassman, Mr. Bill Boniface, Mr. and Mrs. Howard McComas, Mr. Steve Medinger, Mr. Larry Richardson, and it's with great pleasure that I announce the latest addition to our board of honorary members, and that's Mr. David Lynch and Mr. Mike Cullum. Those two are unable to attend tonight, but we'll make sure that they get their certificates. Thank you.
Thank you, Bruce. You're all much too quiet this evening, I have to tell you. So we'll stir you up in a bit. But I'm looking around the room as after I made some introductions, and I see a glaring error. And I'm going to take just a moment before I ask Chip to come back up. And just at that, she hides behind Kathy. So with us this evening is just a delightful lady who has been with Harford County for, well, we'll let that go because she's a lovely lady. But she is a past county executive. Please welcome the Honorable Eileen Rearman. All right, Chip, would you do the intro for the video, please?
Okay, is this on? Hello? Oh, there we go. I can talk over it anyway. Again, as I said earlier about Harford TV, is they've been a big supporter of us through the years. And I want to thank you guys, Dennis, again, and tell Kelly, thank you so much for doing this. And this is going to air, and I believe we're going to send out a thank to all the recipients. It usually airs in December. We'll let you know by email when it's exactly going to air on Harford TV network. But again, they came to me many years ago and asked me if they could do a promo tape for us to take out into the community and get donations at different organizations and companies and things like that. So they did this 6 minute long video, and I think it's really good. It's kind of like all summed up in 6 minutes of what we're all about. So we're going to play that, what we take out into the community and around the state of Maryland, and show different companies and see how to get donations from them and what we're all about. So we're going to see this video right now. So enjoy.
In 2006, in honor of citizen, philanthropist, firefighter, and father Charles Riley, his friends and family created the Charlie Riley Community Service Scholarship Foundation to nurture the dreams and opportunities of people right here in Harford County.
Charlie Riley was fiery when necessary. He was passionate about what he believed in. He was compassionate to all those around him. But above all else, he was genuine.
Dad started as a volunteer in the 50s and then came up through the ranks and held every fire line office at Abingdon Volunteer Fire Company here in Harford County.
He was always a presence in the room. You knew when Charlie was in the room. So he was just always there, and he always made his presence known. It was a very positive presence.
Charlie's example for us to follow is to be more like him. Be that person that's out there doing for the community. Be that person that responds to fire calls 24 hours a day. Just be a good servant to the community.
The foundation began in 2006 when my brother, a good friend, and myself started meeting at Denny's in Edgewood at 5:30 in the morning.
Chip and I and a couple of friends gathered together to determine how we could best carry on his legacy and what could we do to help honor him, but also honor people who believed in the same things he did. He was very passionate about education. He was very passionate about the fire service. So we decided to combine the two and create a foundation honoring that.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars have been awarded to Harford County residents who have demonstrated their commitment and connection to their fellow Harford Countyans through their civic, charitable, leadership, and community efforts.
The Charlie Riley Foundation awards 12 scholarships to high school seniors and 12 scholarships to fire EMS personnel. We have also recently started recognizing the graduates of the Harford County Public School Fire Cadet Program if they choose to continue their education.
I received my Charlie Riley Award in 2017. I used the award towards my nursing degree.
I received the Charlie Riley Award in November of 2010, and I believe I was chosen from my high school because of my overwhelming involvement in the community and my high school.
So I received the Riley Foundation Award in 2009. So I used the award to go to college. I moved on from Harford Community to Notre Dame of Maryland University, where I earned my bachelor's degree in teaching.
The award enabled me to be the first member of my family to go to a four-year institution and set an example for my 3 younger sisters.
Without the award, I would be farther behind in school because I do classes a little bit at a time to pay for them financially. So being able to take more classes and having more funds available helped me get a little bit farther ahead.
Without their financial support, I may not have been able to finish my college degree.
The fact that my community took the time to invest in me, that made me more willing to come back to Harford County and serve in the capacity that I do today.
I remember looking at pictures from the night of the banquet, and I remember just thinking that I looked like I was on cloud 9. I was so grateful that the foundation chose me as the scholarship winner for that year. It kind of lit a whole new fire inside of me to continue to serve and just find any new way I could to be a servant in the community.
What we do to raise money is we have several events. Our second Friday in May is our big golf tournament. And that's our big fundraiser. Another 2 fundraisers we have a purse bingo at Level Volunteer Fire Company. It also does very well.
The bingo is probably my favorite. My whole family comes. We make it a family fun night.
And then at Father's Day, we do a Father's Day 5K 1-mile family walk.
The Charlie Riley Scholarship Foundation is a 501c3 organization, and we are very proud to say that 100% of all funds raised by the foundation go directly to the scholarship recipients.
There's a lot of foundations out there that you don't really see where your money goes. And fortunately for this one, you're going to see that there's a member of your community, might even be your next door neighbor, that could be the next scholarship winner.
The foundation's motto is doers of the word.
The motto comes from the Bible, the book of James, chapter 1, verse 22. Do not merely listen to the word and so deceive yourselves. Do what it says.
Be a doer of the word. That's what we're about.
Recognizing and supporting the good works of our fellow citizens strengthens us as people and as a community. It's an investment in the best of who we are.
Serving the community has taught me so many things about who I am and who I could be and who I want to be.
As I look around the community, I can see our recipients doing the kind of work that Charlie would have been proud of.
We have a lot of great people in Harford County, and it's amazing that we get to showcase them.
So coming together for good and being there for each other and showing each other good, positive things, you can't go wrong with that.
So as you can see, conducting this foundation is no small task. I would go so far as to say it's a pretty big animal, right? And you can't do that by yourself. But the yield at the end, I would venture to say at the end of this evening, everyone here, those that have been here before and never been here before, will have a feeling that what you have seen here this evening is the best that Harford County brings forward in our young people. It truly is. And a person who knows that is a young man, I like to refer to it that way, a young man who started right here in this community. He started here in Level, and he is now our county executive in Harford County. Please welcome, for his comments, the Honorable Barry Glassman.
Thank you, Richard. It's good to see everybody this evening. I don't know about the young man thing anymore. I do have hair. Oh, I'm thankful for that. All right. It was not white a year ago before the pandemic. It has, this year has brought its challenges, also brought gray hair to me, which I think is in addition to several other things, but it's still, it's a blessing to be here. So County Executive Rehrman probably remembers when she was a delegate, when she first showed up there, Charlie Riley was usually sitting outside the door in room 326 of the Low House office building. And when I showed up on my first day as a delegate, Charlie Riley was sitting there outside of room 326. And he had such a spirit of service to really be able to walk the halls of Annapolis, meet with the governor, come back to the county, he carried that spirit of service wherever he went, and with a lot of common sense. And I really am so thankful to the foundation for carrying on that tradition of service of both Sis and Charlie. And we are so proud today to congratulate all the honorees and folks going to be recognized here this evening. I would just leave you with a couple of thoughts. I always remind folks, doer of the word. I always add a little bit to that. No matter what path you take, I always ask you to give back. And the scholarship program's a great way to get started. Harford County, we have a Next Gen Service Scholarship also. If you give 50 points or more, you can help pay off some of that tuition. And we know how expensive school is, but you can earn $5,000 a year up to $20,000. And that program, our Next Gen program, has been so popular. The next thing I'd say, doer of the word, is you will never feel better than when you're helping someone else. And I think that's the secret of volunteer service, something I learned a long time ago. And I'd always ask you to look for that one out there. Look for somebody that needs a hand up, someone that needs you to shine a little light for them, to lead them along. Bring somebody along your path of success. And finally, doer of the word, love one another. Do what you're going to do and serve others with kindness. And so we can lift everyone up as we choose civility and learn to appreciate each other for our differences and what we bring. So God bless all of you for your work so far. We are so proud of you here in Harford County and look forward to continue to support the foundation and all your work. So God bless you all.
Thank you, sir. Next, I'll invite Mr. Mike O'Brien, representing our Superintendent of Public Schools, to please come forward for his few words.
Good evening, everybody. On behalf of our Superintendent, Sean Bolson, I would just like to give greetings and say congratulations, especially to all of our school system representatives as well as the fire company representatives. So thank you and appreciate all of the great work you guys do. I've been here probably maybe the last 12 years, and every year I come, it's even more special. So thank you and keep doing the great work.
Thank you, sir. And also from Harford Community College, I'll ask Mrs. Denise Drager to please come forward and offer a few comments.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm honored to bring greetings from Harford Community College President, Dr. Teresa Felder. Dr. Felder sends her apologies for not being here tonight. At the heart of her work is Harford students, and she's on campus this evening for our community open house. I want to applaud the Charlie Riley Foundation for offering such wonderful scholarships to our community for so many years. Certainly, they have realized a huge impact on students in this county. For the scholarship recipients, congratulations to all of you. We know firsthand at Harford Community College that education is life-changing, and we wish you the best and following your dreams and goals. If any of you are coming to Harford Community College, we are open 100%. We're there for you. We're there to support you with your education and your goals, and we can't wait to meet you when you get there. So thank you very much for the invitation. Congratulations to everyone, and we look forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. At this time, I'll invite one of our directors, Shirley Kern, to come forward and offer her comments and explain the scoring procedure to you.
Good evening. First, I'd like to add my congratulations to tonight's scholarship recipients and to thank you for your service to our community. Reading your applications always gives me hope for our future. Please continue your great works. Now I will review the procedures for choosing our grand prize winners. The applications were due to the foundation on Friday, October 8th. Those received by that date were considered for the grand prizes. The applications are copied without the names and distributed to the scoring committee, which consists of 12 to 13 people. Each activities list, service list, and the questions are given a score by each member of the committee. When our committee meets to share our scores, they are entered on a spreadsheet which weights the scores and gives an average for each nominee. The highest average score determines our grand prize winner for the high schools and for the fire EMS personnel. These winners will be announced later in our program. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. All right. We are going to get underway here and begin to introduce our nominees for the evening. I have a few directions that I need to carry out, and I'll ask at this time for the Foundation Board of Directors to come to the front of the room. I'd also like to invite our county executive, Mr. Glassman, and our other elected officials making presentations to please come forward as well. Chief Iyer, we'll need your assistance with the fire service reps, and Mr. O'Brien, we will need you, and you're welcome to come now, or as we finish the fire, you can come up during the school presentations. I saw a thumbs up, that's a good thing. Yes.
Okay, I just would like to ad lib here a little bit because during the ceremony, Tony G. from the County Council has joined us. So Tony, good to see you. And Mr. Jim Riley, representing Delegate Teresa Riley, has also joined us. So good to see you.
Thanks. Thanks, Bruce. All right, so our nominees, as I will ask each of you when I call your name to please come up and meet these special folks. Remember that we are COVID identifiable, all right? So they're going to be on one side of the table. You're going to have some social distance. And then when you come up and come down the line, this microphone is for you. So I need you to come here. I'm going to have read your bio. Come here, and then you and I are going to have a brief discussion. While he's busy, he tells me I have about 10 seconds to have that discussion with you. It's going to be a few more seconds than that, but it's not going to be minutes. And look at you all worrying about that. Really? Where's my misfire prevention in the room? I know I have one. You're ready, right? Really? Okay, okay, good. You better be. I'll explain that in a few minutes when she comes to the front. So we're going to start from the far left. We're going to start with the fire department nominees, and then we're going to move across. Are we ready? All right, Mr. Gene says go. He's the director. So we're going to begin with, and you can follow along in your book with this, talk about ad-libbing. I do that very well, so don't be too critical on me, and I'll have to identify some things as I go along. So first we have with us, representing the Abingdon Fire Company, is Kellyanne Cosia. You can applaud for her. It's okay. There we go. Kellyanne has completed her Emergency Medical Technician and Firefighter 1 certification in 2021. She has also completed the requirements to become an athletic trainer in exercise science and a personal trainer. Additionally, Kellyanne has completed her CPR and Stop the Bleed training. She is also active in her church, volunteering time to participate in food drives and 5K fundraisers. Kellyanne plans to apply her scholarship funds towards her education at Stevenson University. She is currently enrolled as a biology major in a pre-medicine track. Her ultimate goal is becoming a trauma surgeon. Talk to me, Kellyanne. Let's start with the last is the best. You want to be a trauma surgeon?
Yeah.
Yeah? I mean, any specialty in trauma, or you just want to be there when they come through the door?
I want to be there when they come through the door.
That's why. Have you done anything at shock trauma yet, or anything like that?
Other than just taking patients down there, no. I plan to do, we have to do research projects over the summer, so I want to go down to shock trauma to do them there. We're going to do 10-week ones. I want to work with the surgeons down there and see what they have, what they can offer me and what I can do down there.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You have to appreciate what she just said. No, other than taking trauma patients to shock trauma, I haven't been involved. Really? In our world, if we have to drive somebody from Harford County to shock trauma, that means you're in the back of that ambulance with a life-threatened patient for an hour, right, and deliver them into the hands of the trauma center. That's not just, all right? But that was good. Representing the Susquehanna Hose Company, Stephanie Deal. Stephanie has been a volunteer in the company for 11 years. She served 3 years as sergeant of the Jarrettsville Volunteer Fire Company and completed her Firefighter 1 and Firefighter 2, Hazardous Materials Operations, Fire Officer 1 and 2, and Instructor 1 courses as a member of Jarrettsville. She has operated emergency vehicles and is in the process of earning her Class B driver's license. Stephanie is a 2019 recipient of the Riley Community Scholarship. Stephanie has volunteered as a nursery and vacation Bible school helper at her church. She plans on using her scholarship to assist in her education at Harford Community College. She is currently working on her prerequisites for the nursing program. She plans to continue her education at Towson University once she completes her degree at Harford Community College. Stephanie, step over here. Spend a moment with me. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. What field of nursing are you planning?
Either pediatrics,
Get a little
NICU.
closer to that mic there. Pediatrics?
NICU.
NICU?
Or TRU, trauma.
Or trauma? All right, so come on now, help me out. We're at pediatrics or we're at trauma?
Yeah, I know.
Where's it going to come in? What's it going to be?
I don't know.
At the trauma peds at Hopkins?
Yeah.
Right? Does that
maybe.
work for you?
Yeah.
All right, so
Sounds
you're going to do
good.
that. You're going to get your RN at Harford.
Yeah.
You're going to go to Towson. And you're going to get your BSN?
Yes.
Very
It's
good.
a plan.
That's a plan. You start with plan A.
Yeah, I got it.
Yes, ma'am.
It's
Good for
gonna
you.
happen.
Thank you very much. Okay. Next, representing the Falston Volunteer Fire Company, Billy Hayden. Cahoots? Mr. President, are you taking care of that?
Billy's dad.
Okay, I'm sorry. Billy's dad. All right, but we're going to highlight Billy as well. Billy joined the Falston Fire Company in June of 2019 and completed an accelerated emergency medical technician course over the summer. Accelerated is the key phrase there. He is now a nationally registered EMT. Billy is currently a basic life support provider on the ambulance. He earned his Eagle Scout rank in 2013 and recently worked 4 summers as a counselor who is in charge of a large group of elementary age scouts at Camp Invention. Billy plans to apply his scholarship to funding his education at High Point University. At High Point, he is currently a member of the Bonner Leader program, which requires participants to volunteer at least 10 hours of community service per week in the High Point area. He plans to major in forensic pathology and dreams of becoming a forensic pathologist in the future. Well, hi, Dad.
Hello, sir.
Go ahead, speak well of your son.
So I will. So Billy is really enjoying his second year of college, and I would like to thank Falston there's any Falston High School representatives here. He enjoys the EMT. He's currently working at a community health clinic there in High Point, North Carolina, and he enjoys serving. So, you know, he plans to be a forensic pathologist. I asked him why, and he says, well, they don't talk back.
Thanks, Dad.
So we're very excited. Thank you.
You can't stay with me too long. It gets to be a show. Representing the Jarrettsville Volunteer Fire Company is Abby Huneke. Abby, I went to school on that. Huneke, I got it. Abby has completed her CPR certification and her emergency medical technician certification. She is currently enrolled at North Hartford High School, where she is an honor roll student, is a huddle leader of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and manages the girls volleyball and boys basketball teams. She volunteers time at North Hartford Elementary School as part of the Future Educators of America Club. Abby is a member of the Spanish Honor Society. She helps teach third graders at her church and volunteers at the Vacation Bible School. Abby plans on attending Towson University to study sports medicine, specifically athletic training. Abby, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Okay, so we have to have total transparency.
All right.
We have to tell these people that you and I met for the first time Sunday right here in this room.
Yes, we did.
And you get to tell them why.
I am 2021 Miss Fire Prevention for Hartford County.
That's huge.
That is me. Thank you.
So the point to that, and the point that I ask you to do that, is because besides your volunteering as an EMT, and you're volunteering at church and volunteering at the school, you're going to represent Hartford County in the highest position that we have in fire prevention and life safety education.
Yes, sir. You
have Plan A. How you're going to fit all that in?
I'll do my best.
There's no doubt in my mind. Thank you very much.
Thank
Well
you.
done. From the Joppa Magnolia Volunteer Fire Company, Jenna McQuay. Jenna completed her Firefighter 1, Emergency Medical Technician, and Hazardous Materials Operations certification in 2019. She has also completed her certification in Firefighter 2 in April of 2021. Jenna plans to use her scholarship to assist in funding her education at Hartford Community College. She is pursuing a degree in nursing. Hi, Jenna.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are
Good.
you?
Step right up there close to the mic so we can hear you. We're going to go down the nursing path.
Correct.
All right. So what field of nursing are you going to choose?
I think I'm going to go with ER.
With ER.
Yeah.
All right. So not to trauma, but to ER.
Yes.
Where we all go for every ailment we have.
Yes.
Do you know how hard those nurses work?
They work very hard.
They certainly do, right? Because the ambulances come in, the people come in. What's leading you down that path?
Well, I just want to see the other half of dropping people off from the ambulance to the ER, so I just want to see the other side.
Okay, so you're not allowed to bring them in the ambulance, get off, and take care of them in the emergency room.
No, that's the nurse's job.
But I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised when you were a nurse if that happened.
Yes.
Right? Because that's sometimes it's just the way it is.
Mhm.
We wish you the very best. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Representing the Norrisville Volunteer Fire Company, we have Rebecca Renaka, and she is going to be represented tonight by Holly Testerman, the president of Norrisville Fire Company. Come on up, Holly. I'm going to read Rebecca's bio. Rebecca has passed her emergency medical technician class, and she is serving as an EMT and has been for 6 years. She has also passed Firefighter 1 and serving as a firefighter for 4 years. She has recently earned her Advanced Life Support and Pediatric Advanced Life Support certifications. Rebecca is active at Mount Vernon Methodist Church. She participates in the Maryland Area Health Educator Center, serving as those who live in rural and medically underserved areas. Rebecca is a 2018 recipient of the Charlie Riley Scholarship, and she is currently attending Frostburg University and is pursuing a degree as a physician's assistant. Hello, my president. I live for moments like this.
I bet you do.
Step up to the
Nobody hears
microphone.
about it.
Transparency. This is the president of my home fire company, right? And we know each other. You want to make a nice comment about Becky and
Rebecca, she's a great girl. She's been a member, I'm going to say, for about 7 years. She's been in school forever. She's doing clinicals tonight. That's why she can't be here. She's almost done, and she's going to be a physician's assistant. And I guess that's all.
and she'll keep volunteering at NARSA.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
And you're a good president too.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good. And you've heard a couple comments in the bios about people finishing their certifications in 2020 and 2021. Like everything else, folks, this has not been an easy task, right, to accomplish that. So when they're doing things, our programs, like she was saying, clinicals, they were all delayed. Hospitals did not allow us into work, right, and be students. So that we're just catching up to those things, and kudos to the health professionals for allowing that to happen. Next, we'll have the Bel Air Volunteer Fire Company representative is Lauren Taylor. Lauren completed her Firefighter 1 certification in 2019. Her Rescue Tech is Site Operations in 2020, and her Hazmat Operations in 2021, a perfect example. During her high school experience, Lauren was a member of the National Honor Society and helped support a Christmas drive for families in need. She was also the recipient of Work-Based Learning Award for her senior year of high school. Lauren is planning to use her scholarship to help pay tuition at the university she chooses to attend, pursuing a degree in nursing. Lauren, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay, so your bio reads a little bit like a teaser at the end, right? Have you begun
Yes.
to make a decision? Where are you going?
I'm at HCC right now doing my prereqs, and then I'm going to transfer to probably Towson.
That's the plan.
Yep.
All right, what type of nursing do you want to do?
I want to go into pediatric oncology.
Pediatric oncology.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that takes a hardy individual to do that, right? The kids that need that when they have cancer and things like that. Anything else that you're at Hartford now? What year are you in?
I'm in my second.
So you're doing literally your prerequisites, and then you're going to move on. Do a BSN at Towson?
Yes, sir.
Good for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, we are going to change pages. We're going to change a few representatives of the board. Bruce?
Yep, and Johnny's going to take some pictures of the.
Oh, right, I'm sorry,
Yep,
yes.
yep.
Okay, yes. Folks, if your candidates are up here and you would like to take a picture, now is your time. Johnny is going to have those professionally for you, but if you want to take a moment and come up and do that, now is the time to get the group.
I think it looks nicer if they just stand up in the back, please. And then hold your words front and center so I can get those, and we know you that you all are honored tonight. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Nope. Let's try it out. Oh, I 3, 2, 1. Good. Nice smile. 1, 2, and 3. Somebody blinked. I'm not going to say who, but they're in uniform. We'll do one more. 3, 2, and 1. And then any family members that would like to get photos, please do so.
We good?
Yeah, good. Thank you all. Yep, thank you.
All right, let's have a big hand for our fire service nominees. We'll now move. There we go. We got Mr. O'Brien here. Look at that. I like it. Hey, you and I can do well together on stage. You and I can do well together. We're good. I'm happy. All right, so we'll move to our school representatives and nominees, and it's a pleasure to have with us representing the North Hartford High School is Marissa Altenberg. Marissa is the president of the Best Buddies chapter that promotes friendships with students with disabilities. She is a 4-year member of Students Taking a Responsible Stand Club, a 3-year member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Carissa is a member of the National Math, Science, and Spanish Honor Societies. She also plans to complete her 4-year degree as a boys lacrosse manager during the spring season later this year. Marissa is an active member of the 4-H Club. She has earned the Achievement Award 5 times. She volunteers at the Shar Hope helping women in recovery. And during high school, she also helped disabled students participate in fellowship through the Young Life Capernaum program. She plans to start her pursuit at a career as a doctor by attending Messiah University. She is the daughter of Messina and Rob Altenberg. Hello there.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Step right up there a little bit. There we go. All right, let's see. You are going to Messiah to be a physician.
Yes.
What kind of physician are you going to be?
I don't know yet.
Just a little glint back there somewhere, what you want to do?
Maybe ER.
Maybe ER? Well, we just had the ER nurse here. You just want to work, right, and do those kind of things. What led you down that path?
That's what I've always wanted to be, so.
Well, academically, it looks like you do very, very well. All right, thank you very much. Good. From Hartford Christian School, we have Mr. Kyle Bonney. Kyle is a 3-year midfielder for the varsity soccer team. He has also played baseball since his freshman year, earning the most improved player in the 9th grade. Kyle is a 4-year member in the band and part of the percussion section. Kyle is the president of the freshman class. He is a member of the engineering club, participated in a basketball mission trip, and a mission trip to the Eastern Shore of Virginia in the 11th grade. He is an active member of the church youth group and has supported the bi-monthly youth group community outreach projects. Kyle's goal is to serve his church by becoming a youth leader and Sunday school teacher. Kyle plans on using his scholarship to attend Hartford Community College or a technical trade to study HVAC. Kyle is the son of Christina and Brian Bonney. Hello, Kyle. Step right up there.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah? So let me see. I got your basketball. I'm sorry, soccer and baseball. Right? You're still playing baseball?
Yes, sir.
In that, what position do you play there?
Center field.
Center field. Cool deal. And soccer, what part of the field were you on?
Midfield.
Midfield. So you run regardless of the sport you play.
Yeah.
You're out there humping it, right? I got it. So you're going to do HVAC. What's leading you down that?
Well, I'm steering towards the field of electronics technician.
Okay. So you're gonna now. Do you want to do residential or industrial?
I'm not sure yet. Either one of those, but
yeah, because I mean, I just saw an article not too long that there's a new community being built that's a high tech community. Walk through the door and say, turn on the lights, start the stove, turn on channel 22, and then sit in the chair.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what you're seeing?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like all right, Kyle. That's called vision. All right. Good for you. All right. Enjoy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Our next representative from the Haverty Grace High School is Dinez Johnson. And folks, disregard the bio if you're following along that you have. We have that is a misprint. So Dinez is from Haverty Grace High School. He has played for the Warriors volleyball team and track and field team. He served as the president of the Student Government Association, president of Speech and Debate. He's vice president of the Key Club, member of the National Honor Society, youth member of the Sickle Cell Anemia part of the biomedical science program, and Harford County Student Council charity coordinator. He plans to pursue a degree in nursing and would like to specialize in pediatrics or labor and delivery. Dinez, not that easy. Nice try, well done, all right? It's not my first rodeo. Good for you. Step up to the microphone, my friend. Now, you told us down here that you want to do nursing in pediatric and labor and delivery. I realize that one leads to another, but any specialty components of those? No, not anesthesia or the oncology. You're going to be general nursing, but it's going to be something to deal with very little people. What led you there?
I've been a member of the Havertys Boys and Girls Club for the past 10 years.
Speak into the microphone.
I've been a member.
Boys and Girls Club.
I've been a member of the Havertys Boys and Girls Club for the last 10 years. I just started working there once Corona started, and I've been working there ever since, so I thought might as well stay with little people and keep it consistent.
How's that challenge with it? So you were actually at the center with the folks?
Yes.
How's that challenge?
It was actually, the kids were very flexible with everything that happened. You just had to make it fun for them and not just make it like bland and you can't, don't focus on the bad.
They got to play, they got to have homework time, then they can have game time, right? Good for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
From C. Milton Wright High School is Hoi Ching Luke. Hoi Ching is president of the C. Milton Wright Best Buddies chapter, and she has been serving the organization for the last 4 years. She has also been a 4-year member of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes Huddle. She is a member of the National Science and Math Honor Societies. She is a leadership staff liaison for the C. Milton Wright Writing Center, which provides one-on-one advising sessions to students. She was an active participant on 2 Envirothon teams and a member of the varsity soccer team this year. She has volunteered over 4 years at various events as part of her church. One event that she served at 2 years is the Night to Shine prom for students with disabilities. During the summer of her 10th grade year, she logged over 100 hours at Johns Hopkins Summer Junior Volunteer Program. She is planning to pursue a degree in biomedical engineering. Excuse me, biomedical engineering. Yeah. And she is the daughter of Bonnie Yoon Luke. Hi there, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. Now, you told me you had a nickname as well that I could use, so
Yes.
give me permission to do that.
Yeah, Sean.
Sean, right? Thank you. I go around the room when I have names that are going to challenge me, and she says, oh, just call me Sean. I'm like, no, I can't do that. I'm going to do this right, and then you're going to give me permission to do that. So thank you very much. Now, you're going to pursue a degree in biomedical engineering. Where are you going to do that?
Where?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know yet. I applied to a few colleges, but yeah.
Well, I think Johns Hopkins owes you a little bit. Right?
Yeah, Johns Hopkins is one of my options, yeah.
Is one of your options? Good.
Yeah.
And in biomedical engineering, what do you want to do?
So it's like actually a really cool field, and I probably want to do research in that field. I'm not sure if I want to go into academia or industry yet, but it's definitely a super cool field that I want to go into.
I think you'll be great no matter what. Just remember, in my age, we had the $6 million man. Do you know what that is?
No.
Then I'm not telling you.
No.
All right? I'm not telling you, but there's a lot of experts out here that can tell you.
I
that.
can tell.
They're laughing at me now, but boy. But you need to look up that show.
Okay,
Right?
I will.
That'll tell you a story.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're all laughing at that? All right, representing Patterson Mill High School, we have Essence Moget. Essence has been a 4-year member of the Student Government Association. She is the founder and the president of Students for Equality Club. She is a member of the National and Spanish Honor Society. This season, she's a member of the varsity cheerleading squad and has been a member of the varsity track and field team and the step squad in the past. During her junior year, Essence served in the Harford County Superintendent Student Advisory Council. She is also a Spanish tutor and a mentor for the Patterson Mill Pup Camp. As part of the Igbo Catholic community, she is part of the organization and has served in the youth group and section leader of the youth choir. For more than 4 years, she has also served as the treasurer, and Essence is planning to pursue a degree in biological sciences and going on to medical school. Hello there, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Step right up to that microphone. You got me in the last 2 lines. Biological sciences and medical school.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I do not know yet.
I'm so glad I asked.
I'm still trying to figure it out. Like, there's a lot of things that interest me. Like, I'm just kind of waiting to get there to see what I like the most, you know?
What's going to be first, the engineering degree or the medical degree?
Probably, like, more, because I'm looking at more, like, techie stuff
Right.
for undergrad, so probably, like, a degree like that first and then the medical stuff after.
Okay, so the big question, where?
Well, I've applied to like about 6 schools so far, and I'm gonna apply to 6 more, so I don't know. But my like top school is NYU that I would like to go to.
Good for you. Congratulations.
Thank
you
you.
very much. All right. From the John Carroll High School, Taylor Newcomb. Taylor has been a 3-year member of the Patriot varsity cheerleading squad. She is the team captain this year. She has also played 1 year of varsity softball. She is a 4-year member of the advanced orchestra and plays first chair violin performer. Taylor has also been a member of the pit orchestra playing for the winter and spring musicals. She is a member of the National Spanish and Service Honor Society. She serves as a peer tutor and has volunteered at the open house for several years. At Upper Chesapeake Medical Center, Taylor volunteered in the telemetry unit prior to the pandemic and is currently serving as a front desk volunteer. She is an active volunteer at Earth Day events and is active in her church food bank ministry. She is interested in attending college for psychology, specifically cognitive and behavioral. I can talk about the behavioral part. I'm a great subject. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. So let's go back. Wait a minute, I gotta go way back here. You are first chair violin.
Yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's so exciting to me. So how long have you been playing violin?
Since 5th grade.
Since 5th grade. First chair means that you are the best violinist in the band, or the orchestra, sorry.
Yeah, I
I'm
guess
a marching
so.
band guy, so go with me on that, right? Is that not correct?
Yeah.
So what do you enjoy in orchestra? What is your best number that you thoroughly enjoy?
Like my best song.
Yes.
I don't really have one. I like all the songs we play.
Classic, I mean Chopin, you know, the
Yeah,
classics or?
it's fun when we play Christmas music. That's
Yeah,
the best.
thanks. Okay, so Christmas does not start until the day after Thanksgiving. That's a rule. You're not going to buy that?
No.
You can play me Christmas music anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you. I wish you the very best. Good
Thank
for you.
you.
Thanks. Next from Aberdeen High School, we have Iniyal Raguraj. Iniyal is a highly recognized South Indian classical dance and vocal elite competitor. She has earned over 30 first-place titles in regional and national level competitions. She was selected from over 150 applicants, earning a 1-year training fellowship to perform for 2 hours in Cleveland, Ohio, in front of an audience of over 6,000 people. Over the last 2 years, Iniyal has volunteered as a systems engineering intern at the Naval Postgraduate School and the National Security and Johns Hopkins Applied Physics Laboratories. Iniyal is the founder and president of the Aberdeen Best Buddies chapter. This year, she is a senior officer in Genders and Sexualities Alliance after having served as a junior officer last year. Iniyal is a member of the National French, Math, Science, and English Honor Societies. She has spent several summers in Sri Lanka teaching students English and she is interested in studying computer science and specializing in artificial intelligence development and safety. Wow. I think three of you could get together, and it would be a heck of an alliance there.
Yes.
But anyhow, I got to go back to your South Indian classical dance and vocal elite competitor. So that's traditional dance,
Yes,
right?
it's South Indian classical dance. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And song.
Yeah, I've learned music and dance since I was young, so I compete in both.
So I got that. In front of 6,000 people,
Yes.
you do that.
I have, yes.
So what was that experience like?
Honestly, I think it's nerve-wracking to think about now, but at the time I was not very focused on how many people were in the audience. I was kind of just worried about like details of the dance and the singing, so.
Okay, so you worry about the detail. It's not
Yeah.
a dance that you can get lost in. It's not something that you can you put the world out of your mind and you perform the dance.
I think it can be like that.
That's
but
what I see.
Yes.
That's all. I'd love to see that. Okay, artificial intelligence?
Yes.
In combination with safety.
Yes.
How are you
yes.
going to do that?
Well, like I'm going to nerd out for a second, but artificial intelligence is like very emergent. It's everywhere, like Alexa in our houses. But, as it gets bigger and bigger, it's also needs to be controlled and make sure that it's, properly and positively impacting society. So
I'm a big
it's
safety
kind of-
guy.
Yeah.
I'd love to know more about your thoughts. Thank you very much.
No problem. Thank
All
you.
right. From Hartford Technical High School, Nia Robinson. Nia has been serving in a leadership role in the Voices of Equity movement. She has run summits and presented to the community and elementary school students. Nia is also an active participant in the Women of Future organization. She is a member of the National Technical and Science Honor Societies. She is the 12th grade liaison for the Student Government Association and has held a position with Hartford County Public Schools assisting in the development of bullying, harassment, intimidation models for children in the grades of 3 through 5. She has volunteered as a peer helper, and over the past summer, she volunteered with the Importance of Our Climate organization. During the summer of 2020, Nia volunteered at the Hartford County Public Library, and she shares her current career goal is becoming a neonatal nurse practitioner. Wow. All right, I made a comment before, but we'll wrap that up later. Another wow. So you have done so much. I did not expect the nursing at the end of your bio.
Oh, really?
Well, I expect some legal form. I expected something to do with the equity, with other people, with the women's movement. And I get down, and you're going to do neo-nurse practitioner.
Yes, sir.
That is very specific.
Yes.
What led you down that path?
Well, I was a preemie. I was very, very small. And I attribute like my health and being here today to the wonderful nurses that I had. And I would just really love to give that back and just like make sure that those little babies, they can grow up and, do what we're doing here and help the community.
That's wonderful. And that's just what, Mr. Donnelly said earlier. We're going to give back.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That's good. We'll look forward to that. Where are you going to do that?
Oh my gosh, that's the question. I don't know yet, but I'm applying. I'm applying to colleges. I've already started.
Give me a list. Who's 1, 2, 3?
Oh my goodness. Let me think. Well, I went to Boston during the summer, and I really loved it. So I'm applying to Northeastern. I'm applying to Boston College. I'm applying to UMBC, University of Virginia, because schools that are really good for nursing. So.
And nurse practitioner.
And nurse
schools
practitioner.
that you can follow right through.
Right. So I want to be a NICU nurse first, and then I'll go get my master's, and then I'll be a nurse practitioner.
Oh, that's a plan. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You just took a left turn on me, but that's
Okay.
good. All right, you've got it down. Good for you.
Okay. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
From Falston High School, Georgia Cento. Georgia is a 4-year member of the Cougar field hockey team and a 2-year member of the swim team. She also serves as a manager for the men's lacrosse team. She is a member of the National, English, and Science Honor Societies. She has participated in the service club for 3 years and is the president and organizer of the club this year. This year, Georgia has also founded and serves as president of the Outdoors Club at Falston. She has also been a participant in the book club, the Envirothon team, and in the Troubadour, a literary magazine, at school. Georgia participated in the community service project in Morocco after her junior year, and she has also volunteered in making cards and blankets and picking baskets of potatoes for different groups. Picking baskets of potatoes.
Yeah.
Georgia dreams of joining the Peace Corps after pursuing her degree in environmental science or global studies. Tell me all about Morocco.
Oh, it was amazing. It was really one of the best opportunities I could have ever asked for.
Favorite food?
Oh, they have this thing called tagine where they cook it in this triangular pot. It was really good and had a lot of flavor, but we had it for lunch and dinner for 3 weeks straight, so you can imagine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not quite ready to go back to that diet?
Honestly, I was thinking about it the other day. I was kind of in the mood for it, and it surprised me. I was like, I can kind of go for that right now.
Now, does Morocco have plav, the rice dish, or a long rice dish?
I'm not sure, but we had lentils, which that's not really.
Okay, so
yeah.
noodles, that type of thing. Good for you. And Peace Corps. After pursuing your degree in environmental science or global studies, so you're going to go to college first, and then where are you going to go to college?
I'm not sure yet, but my top is University of Denver right now.
Okay.
So hopefully there.
And Peace Corps, what's drawing you there?
I really just want to go out and explore different parts of the world and try and help as much as I can with people all over.
It'll be a great experience. If you've been to Morocco, you've started to get a feel for Europe and beyond. So
yeah,
you're good. Congratulations. We'll
Thank
look
you
forward
so
to it.
much.
Take care. All right. Thank you. From the Joppatown High School, Sheridan Van Horn. Sheridan is a 3-year member of the Mariner varsity soccer team, a 2-year member of the varsity basketball team, and plans on being a member of the varsity softball team for a 4th year this spring. She is an active participant in Joppatown's Leo Club and has participated in many fundraising activities throughout her high school career. Sheridan is interested in pursuing a career as a sports news reporter. To help her in pursuit of her plans to major in sports media and sports management in college.
Short.
All right, Sheridan, that's all right. Just go for it. You're good. Give us your
right,
your best broadcasting voice and tell us what you plan to do in sports broadcasting.
Well, I plan to be on the sidelines when I go to college. I'm gonna try to get an internship and try to be interviewing people on the sidelines.
So you want to be a field reporter for a network,
Yes.
right? That's the big job.
That's the big job. It's my dream.
ESPN, okay?
Yeah, it's
Yeah?
perfect.
ESPN would be best?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Right? That'll be good. You have a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah.
Your sports history.
Yep, that's all. That's all it's on there.
So, yeah, it's certainly going to take you in that direction. But I got to come back to softball. Is this your 4th year in softball?
Yes, in high school. Yeah.
All right, so that's fast pitch softball. That's
Yes.
not that lofty stuff.
Fast pitch, of course.
Right. And what position do you play with it?
I'm a catcher.
You're a catcher?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you. I know.
I didn't
I'm sure
expect
it's
that.
okay.
I didn't know it's not that. I mean, a petite young lady as catcher, putting on that padding must bulk you up. You look like me after that.
Yeah.
All right?
A little bit.
You're good. So you've been a catcher for 4 years?
Longer than that, 6 years about.
I'm done with you. I'm not getting you. You're good. We'll arm wrestle later. All right? Thank you very
All right,
much.
thank you
Best
so
of
much.
luck. All right. From Edgewood High School, Jalen Wright. Jalen is a 4-year member of the Ram varsity soccer team and plans on being a member of the varsity lacrosse team for the 4th year this spring. She has been active all 4 years in the Literary Magazine Club and for 2 years in the Black Student Alliance. She is a member of the Student Government Association and has been active in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Jaylyn is a member of the National and Spanish Honor Societies. She has played the flute in the marching band and concert bands. She has volunteered time in the FCA Kickstart program, collecting, sorting, and inventorying sports equipment to give to youth in need. She has also collected food as part of her church and Harford County Action Agency Food Bank and the Boys and Girls Clubs of Harford County. She is interested in obtaining a degree in creative writing and would like to be a writer. Hello, Jaylyn.
Hello.
Let's talk about flute for a little section, a little bit. Stars and Stripes Forever, one of the best songs there is. No? Yes?
Well,
It's got a great flute solo in it, right? Do you like jump out of the band and play that section of the flute?
I wish, but I don't have that much confidence.
Go with me, girl. I'm giving you all the confidence you need.
I appreciate it.
All right, I want to see it, all right, in next year's field band. All right, you're also going to creative writing.
Yes.
You want to be a novelist? What do you heading to?
A novelist, but I mainly enjoyed the short story genre and flash fiction.
Right? And which college are you choosing to get you there?
Well, I've been accepted into 4 universities so far on merit scholarships, but my top school is Brown University.
Is Brown University?
Yes.
That's awesome. Cool. And that's the choice of the 4 that you've been accepted to.
No, not yet, but God willing.
I'm sorry, where's the confidence you were lacking, you said?
It's in God's hands.
Yes, ma'am, it is. We wish you the very best.
Thank you.
Sure enough. Representing Bel Air High School, Amanda Zorzi. During her initial years at Bel Air, Amanda was a member of the junior varsity track and field and cross-country teams. She was also a member of the orchestra. More recently, she has been a member of the National Honor Society and PAWS, an organization passionate about helping freshmen in their transition to high school. Amanda has developed a passion for serving those in need. For several years, she has participated in the 30-hour Famine to Raise Money to Address Poverty program and helped to feed the homeless through fundraising and serving food. Amanda also volunteers in Night to Shine, a prom for students with special needs. Additionally, she is compassionate in serving her senior citizens through serving dinner and playing bingo in local nursing homes. Amanda is interested in attending Harford Community College and majoring in art designs before moving on to Towson University, where she will study art therapy or art education. There's the tie-in. Hi there, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
You got to step up close to that microphone. All right, usually when we're together, I'm pushing you from behind to get you close. I was looking to see what the connection was between taking care of senior citizens and your college, and there it is in the last line, art therapy. That's an interest to you because obviously of what you do at the nursing home, correct? And what are some of those things that you would do in art therapy?
If I do art therapy, I'm looking at doing it at a hospital.
In the hospital?
Yeah,
Okay.
for mental health.
Right, for mental health, to keep people
Yeah.
active, get motor skills, right, that type of thing.
Yeah.
That's good, all right, I shouldn't be answering your question. You're gonna do that at Towson University, right?
That's the plan.
That's a plan. Are you accepted yet?
Oh, no.
All right, we need to broadcast that. You need to be accepted to Towson, right? That would be a big help. And you got a lot of sports in your background as well, but you also have orchestra. What do you play?
I used to play the viola.
Used to play.
Yeah.
You let it go? Come on.
To pursue art.
It was what?
To pursue art.
It was too hard.
To pursue art.
Oh, to pursue, thank you. I'm glad yours are. Obviously, I need mine. To pursue art, you gave up the music part to pursue the art. All right, do you consider yourself an artist now? And what do you enjoy painting?
I like painting watercolors, and I also like photography.
And photography. Wonderful. We wish you the very best. Go Towson. Okay. What a great group. I'll say it now. Is this not the best that Harford County has to offer? Tell me. I'm telling you. All right, Johnny V, it's all yours. I'm just going to run my gums. What great parents, outstanding. What a wonderful job. Teachers and administrators as well. Are you sneaking in here to stand with me? Go ahead.
Rusty come.
Okay.
Guys, remain seated, but hold
Chief Fire, I need you back up, please.
hold it up like that, okay?
And parents, if you want to take pictures, now is your time. You're welcome to come forward while Johnny's doing it.
Guys, I have wide-angle lenses, but not that wide.
Really, Johnny?
This is a tough one.
Just tell the Deucey to duck.
Okay, here we go. Hey, look up here, me, please, 3, 2, 1, thank you. Somebody blink, I'm not gonna say who, we'll do one more. Amanda, 1, 2, 3. Hold that for me. Let's try this one, it's a little wider. Someone get that chair out of the way for me, please. Yeah, just take it around the back, that's good. Eyes here, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, and 3. One more. Look up here. Mira. Aquí, aquí, aquí. For
All right.
Spanish speakers. Right here. Bueno, esta.
All right, hold on. We get it, and I don't know if it's right to ask or not, but are you comfortable taking the mask off for the picture? You just want to stay there. It's okay either way. Okay, she's going to stay the way it is. We're fine with that. One more? Okay. Wait a minute, stop. Stop. What part of stop, Johnny? Really? Go ahead, Dad, did you get it, or you got Johnny's left side coming through?
I'm like Super Mario. I know I look like him, but I'm
Yeah, we're gonna turn your hearing aids up, too.
All right, one more. Johnny's gonna take one more. One more.
And Senta, was your dad a coach at Loyola College? He was my coach. You and I will talk later. Perfect.
All right, thank you all very much.
Well done. All right. Rusty's coming up. Samantha? Oh, she's right behind me.
While everybody's making their way back to their seats, just on behalf of the foundation and the Hartford County Council, I play two hats for some people who don't know that in the room. I also work for Council President Vincenti as well as being a board member. We just want to express our thanks for everybody who does community service, but the people here tonight, that's outstanding. You guys make me tired just listening to you. And one person that was not recognized in the room, and speaking of service is a good example, her council member on the Hartford County Council, Councilman Joe Woods, is actually, his full-time job is with FEMA. So he is serving the state of Louisiana, and Jessica Blake, his aide, is sitting right over here. So I just wanted to recognize her for being with him. And last but not leastly, just a shameless plug, like it's been said all night, you've seen our videos, we have plenty of fundraising opportunities, and we would really appreciate some volunteers. Bingo is also, that's probably my favorite event, because I did that one. But if anybody's interested, please see one of us at the end, and we'll be happy to get you some volunteer opportunities. But thank you, everybody.
And if you did not notice, Samantha Harris was one of the articulate speakers in the video earlier this evening. Thank you, Samantha. All right, we're going to get to the overall winners, and to begin that process, I'm going to bring Chip Riley up to start with the fireside.
Thank you, Rick. Sam, as a lot of you can see, Sam is a little bit younger than the rest of us board of directors. And as you can see, she's one of our hardest workers, and we need young people to help. And she's a past recipient, so if you're out there and you want to become a part of a great organization, we'd love to have you. So I want to say that first and foremost. We're going to announce the grand prize winners here, and as you can see in front of the table here, we have the big cup. And it reminds me of the Stanley Cup, because you can see that through the years, I believe this is our 16th group of grand prize winners. And the grand prize winners, one from the fire side and one from the school side. They get an additional, the school side, I believe, is $1,500 more for $3,000 and $2,000 more to come up to $3,000 for the fire side. So you'll see the big cup here. The first 6 months, the big cup will go to the high school to be displayed. And then the second 6 months, it will go to the fire company grand prize. That fire company will have it in their display for 6 months. And then it comes back to us. And the 2 grand prize winners get the smaller version to keep for their own sake. So let me get the correct small trophy here. Of course, I got the wrong one. That's why I don't gamble. Okay. First of all, you're all winners. And in the community of Harford County and state of Maryland, the United States of America, and we so appreciate all that you do for the community. And it gives me and the Board of Directors of the Charlie Riley Foundation great pleasure to say that this year's grand prize winner is Stephanie Deal from Susquehanna Hose Fire Company.
Go ahead, Rusty. Beautiful. Chip, yeah. Rusty's good. All three.
And one more you blank. Again. Perfect.
Congratulations. Good job. You want Ray to be, or do yours and then?
Yeah, she can stay, yeah. You can stay and then we'll bring it up. Yeah, and the elected officials can come back up for their proclamation presentations once we announce the high school winner. Mr. O'Brien, if you could join me so we can take your picture with our high school grand prize winner. And as my brother explained, all 12 high school recipients receive $1,500 as a result of being nominated by their schools. Congratulations. And the grand prize winner will receive an additional $1,500 for a total of $3,000. So it is with great pleasure that we announce that our grand prize winner this year is from Aberdeen High School, Inayal Raguraj. Sorry. So you get to hold it. We'll just finish it.
There you go. Good. Smile this time. 1, 2, 3. One more. Perfect.
Come back to the left. Yeah. Okay, very good. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. O'Brien. Thank you.
All right, if we could have the elected officials that have certificates and things to give out, let's please come up. Billy, I need you up here as well, please, because I'm going to do something while they're coming. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that I do at our fire department banquets, because the cadre of people that are about to come up here are tireless, they are our elected officials. And what they do every day is just nothing less than amazing. So here they are out on another weeknight with us until 9 o'clock, and it will be after by the time they leave. And what I would ask you to do is just acknowledge the service of these wonderful people who came to honor your members and your children and your students, if you would, please. Okay, boss, yeah.
Stephanie first. Stephanie, you can come up. Stephanie, on behalf of Harford County, we want to offer our congratulations and best wishes. God bless you in all your future endeavors.
Thank you.
Yes, Stephanie, on on behalf of the Harford County Council. And as you can see, we never fly solo. So here's my wingman, Tony G. We'd just like to congratulate you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
On behalf of Delegate Riley and her colleagues, congratulations. I wish you the best in your nursing.
Thank you so much.
Any y'all? We have yours. On behalf of Harford County and all our citizens, I want to offer our sincerest congratulations and best wishes, and God bless you in all your future endeavors.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hopefully I say it right, Anial?
Inial.
Inial.
Yes.
Well, congratulations on, like I said, behalf of the county council, amazing accomplishments, and congratulations to all the recipients here tonight. Just wonderful to hear. We have such great young people that are going to help us be old and run this country. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And y'all, on behalf of the Maryland General Assembly, we just want to wish you a congratulations and best of luck in your future endeavors.
Thank you.
Johnny, so any of y'all, we're going to do a picture. Now, the board of directors are going to line up behind us, okay? So, two ladies in the middle.
Now, while they're taking that picture, folks, I owe you an apology because I told you the best part of the show was going to be Johnny running back and forth. Well, the program's been modified a little bit. He used to run to each table where your student is sitting or your candidate is sitting, and we did our best to change the table numbers so that we didn't call them in order because he was such a good performer, right, jumping from place to place.
Awesome, that was perfect, guys. Anyone else? Bill Myers.
Good job. All right, Bruce, start to wind us down, please.
Yep. Start to wind us down. I'd like to call Nancy Randers Pearson forward, and we will be receiving the benediction soon. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. I said it at the beginning this evening. I'm just so thankful that everybody chose to come out. The presidents of the fire company, plus other line officers and family members and support system, the administrators, the number of principals that are here this evening, central office personnel, and just thank you so much. It means a lot to us at the folks who support us year in and year out. If you were able to read some of the print in the program, you recognize that today, with our 19 new nominees, we now have gone over 300 scholarship winners, and we've awarded almost $400,000 in scholarship. So we're celebrating that this evening, so we thank you all for helping us do that. And my closing remark is, it gives me so much energy and so much joy to be able to stand before you. And County Executive Glassman said my mother and father had spirits of service, and that really resounded with me because I think, by and large, nearly 200 people with spirits of service are here this evening. So we thank you for that. And the second Wednesday of 2022, we look forward to getting back together with many of you for the 17th time, and some new wonderful high school seniors and fire EMS personnel. So without further ado, I'd like to turn it back over to Richard. Thank you.
Thank you, Bruce. I'm going to send you all on away because we are determined to have this done at 9 o'clock. It has been a pleasure meeting all of you, the fire service people. We know each other. Those of you in the high school program, the students, what a pleasure tonight. And you can probably see that from some of the enthusiasm I had. I wish you the best in the future. Reverend, would you send us away with a benediction, please?
Please rise. An old Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind always be at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face and rain fall soft among your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. Let us pray. Gracious and loving God, help us to stand firm and persevere in our faith to you. Empower us to watch out for one another, provoking love and good works by encouragement and service. In memory of Sis and Charlie Riley, grant us strength and courage to always be doers of the word and stick together for God's glory. Amen.